Yeah, we have one more before the coffee break. The title of the next presentation is Crypto Tokenization of Financial Markets and Real World Assets. And the speaker is Aleksej Misailovic, who is experienced manager and consultant with expertise in financial markets, transaction advisory, and tokenization on blockchain. He's devoted to business model innovation and reshaping of financial markets using blockchain tech and new investment instruments. And this talk will cover the basics of tokenization economics, tokenization frameworks, use cases, and some of the potentials.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aleksej. I'm digital asset and tokenization specialist and consultant. Today, my presentation will be related to crypto tokenization of financial markets and real-world assets. In order to go further, we have to understand what is the financial market. Financial markets is money market, currencies, securities, commodities, and derivatives. Above all, that is asset market, which is based from three components. It is financial based, instruments on contractual claims such as stocks, fixed return investment, cash, and currencies. And we have tangible assets like real property, commodities, real estate. We have third one, which is alternative market related to private equity, mutual funds, hedge funds, collectibles, and cryptocurrency market. I do not have it. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. What is the digital asset market today? The main question is it currency market or not? From the perspective of retail investors are still focused on BTC, Bitcoin, and still uses cryptocurrency market narrative. No doubt that BTC as a digital money instrument is the forefront of the market with 51% of market cap of the total market, but still 75% of the top 20 cryptocurrencies are utility digital tokens. 69 of cryptocurrencies are qualified by the US Security Commission as securities. I'll name a few, the biggest one. Binance, Polygon, Cardano, Solana, Near Protocol, etc. On the top of it, we have CFTC. It is US Commodity Commission, which classifies all cryptocurrencies as commodities. What it means that the digital asset market is far beyond cryptocurrencies. It represents an ecosystem of multi-purpose instruments covering different asset classes. Well, what is the ecosystem of digital asset instruments? First one are utility tokens that gives you access to certain products or services. Most of the instruments on the market are utility tokens primarily. Second one are security or investment tokens. In US, they use Howey test to define what is security. This Howey test, it's too old, maybe it's not appropriate for this time, but for the sake of the presentation, I will use Howey test. What is security? It represents an investment in money, okay? Common enterprise and expectation of profit from certain effort, but not necessarily in form of the debt or equity. It could be something which is not clear debt or equity. It could be kind of a claim against, for example, incomes of certain projects or business entity. We have asset token. Asset token give you ownership a right or certain claim against some real world assets. It could be tangible, it could be intangible. We have money, token, like BTC. We have hybrid instruments. These instruments are multi-purpose and with the characteristics of 2 or more tokens listed above. And we have the last one, the native tokens, that are used for blockchain protocols, used for financing, payment, and mining and staking of blockchain protocols. This ecosystem is fairly new and is disruptive related to the current financial market and financial instrument market. I will try, for the sake of the presentation, to put the value proposition of the digital assets instrument just in 4 sentences. The first one is multi-purpose. All these tokens could be used as single purpose or a multi-purpose. Alternative financing without being debt or equity, which is very important for digital economy and business entities who are dealing with digital economy. The third one is token liquidity. Token liquidity is created by consumers of tokenized goods or services, not only by demand of the investors. It is very important. Fourth one, main value driver of the token is primary consumer demand, not demand by the investors. Value drivers, for example, of traditional financial instruments such as equity or share is speculation, it's expectation of future business performances and financial results. And the fifth one is collateralization. Well, what about real-world asset tokenization? A lot of things said that that's the next generation of financial market. What is it today? Major financial institutions already tested the technology and infrastructure. Most of people are not aware of that fact. They did it in shadow, beyond this turbulence on the cryptocurrency market. I'll give you a few examples. SWIFT, build infrastructure for tokenized assets transferred across multiple blockchains. JP Morgan announced introduction of a stablecoin called digital deposit token. We have a London Stock Exchange is introducing blockchain as a new marketplace. We have Citibank that announced introduction of token service for cash management, trade finance, and over-border payments for regulated institutional clients. UBS developed tokenized platform called UBS Tokenize, which is used for first tokenization pilot project of its market fund, October this year. It is a part of the global project Guardian. That's a global initiative for asset tokenization using open and interoperable network and DeFi. PayPal launched recently USD stablecoin on Ethereum. And we all know that MasterCard has a crypto card program, which used to be an Exto card. This is very important for the people to understand, because only, let's say, 70% of investors on the cryptocurrency market are retail investors. Most of them are professional investors and institutional investors. If you see, I put it in green. We are talking about multiple blockchains, public blockchain, interoperable network, and DeFi. This is open structure. This is not proprietary and private blockchains. So what is the focus? Focus is on regulation in place and value creation, okay? Use cases, real use cases, creating value in value chains. What is the prospect? Prospect is that current financial industry and the financial market will be reshaped in terms that it will use blockchain and tokenization for issuing instruments and transfers on public or interoperable blockchains, comparing to current permission intermediary markets. Today you cannot do a transaction without intermediaries, whether it's a bank or a settlement house. What are the potentials? Boston Consulting said it is roughly 16 trillion US dollars. It will be achieved up to the 2030. What are the source of value? Well, there are dozens of them, but I put it just in two groups. One is migration of traditional public market instruments to blockchain and tokens. And second one is private asset tokenization. I'm talking about equity, debt, and real estate mainly. So at this point, we have dozens of tokenization use cases in financial market. For example, we have cash tokenization for instant fiat payments and tokenized asset transaction settlement. We also witness trade finance tokenization use case. We witness tokenization of bonds, shares less. It will lower costs of infrastructure and transaction. It will increase efficiency, real-time transaction, no settlement, no intermediaries. And the last one, asset tokenization, such as commodities and real estate. For the sake of this presentation, for the closing, I will show you some data from my survey that I did it last month. It is related to digital tokens issued by businesses all around the globe, which is very important to take a grasp and understanding what is the level of tokenization among businesses and their use cases. I believe there is roughly up to, let's say, 9,000 tokens issued so far. It used to be 13,000 last year. I believe it will be lower next year. But most of them are pretty much not useful. What I did a survey and I went through 30 sectors that issued tokens. Most of these tokens, are utility tokens. This survey comprised 1,300 tokens worth roughly $76 billion. This concrete table does not have use cases from Web3 and blockchain, strict blockchain businesses and protocols. It's more related to the real world businesses and real world assets. You will see that on the top is gaming industry. There are 274 tokens worth of roughly 14.5 billion US dollars. You have governance tokens, market cap around 9 trillion. We have content creation tokens, 40 of them, computing, file sharing, business services, entertainment, marketplaces, artificial intelligence, IoT, sport, social media, etc., etc. We also have advertising, e-commerce. Mainly, most of the sectors or the industries already introduced somehow tokens to their business model. What will be the pace of introduction of tokenization of financial market and business model? Well, we will see. Projections are that we are talking about the period of from 5 to 10 years. 2024 will be the scaling year, that's the guess, because of the regulatory setup that will be in place, and some projects that will happen related to institutional investor. So the future of the financial market is closely related to the blockchain and tokenization. We will have reshaped economy and financial market without intermediaries, or some of them will still be in the game. So that's the whole presentation I did. I don't know what is the time? Okay, so.
If I understood correctly, looking at the totals, something less than $100 billion is tokenized. Less than $100 billion was tokenized. No. Talking about this tokenization that you showed in these charts. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So, obviously, there is still plenty to go to make it, important, in the financial industry. Okay.
Any more questions? If not, we can have an extended coffee break, which is cool. Oh, one more question. Sorry.
Hey, so can you maybe just reiterate on what do you think is the biggest hurdle for real world asset tokenization? Why hasn't it taken off as we thought? I mean, you covered it a little bit, but I'd like to have your comprehensive opinion on that.
First of all, it was technology, but it's no longer technology, okay? We have proof of concept, proof of work, it works, okay? Then we have regulation issues, which is the main obstacle. Regulation has to be set in place, presumably relating to KYC and AML and investor protection. And then we have the third one, which is still the strong one. We have the resistance of traditional finance market players because whole blockchain and tokenization is fully disruptive. It will change the game. We believe in an economy that is controlled by intermediaries. We believe whole economy, whether we are talking about finance, banking, retail, whatever. Blockchain technology and tokenization is reshaping the economy in full. The whole point is to reduce the number of intermediaries, to speed up transactions with lower costs. That's all going to happen with blockchain and tokenization. One thing more, the settlement could be done peer-to-peer without intermediaries, which means that you can exchange values, money, or the assets without banks or the settlement house. I strongly believe that the biggest actually threat for, let's say, introduction in the broader terms of blockchain and tokenized assets are the traditional market players. What are they trying to do for the last several years? They're trying to overtake the technology and to embrace it and to actually apply it with their own business models. But it will happen very soon. When it happens, it will go very fast.
Thank you, Aleksej, for the great presentation. And this is for you. And yeah, hot coffee.